They thought they could humiliate an old woman without consequences. But within seconds, everything changed. What happened next left them speechless, and filled with regret for the rest of their lives. Watch until the end, because this story holds a powerful lesson you don't want to miss. And before we continue, comment below where you're watching from. On a quiet street, an elderly woman walked slowly, struggling to carry her worn-out shopping bags. Her face showed exhaustion, her clothes were tattered, and her hands trembled as she gripped her belongings. Then, the roar of motorcycle engines shattered the silence. A gang of bikers pulled up nearby, their leader, a burly man in a leather jacket with tattoos, pointing at the woman and laughing loudly. "Hey, look at this. I thought old folks like you belonged in a graveyard." The others joined in, laughing mockingly. One of them pretended to offer help, but as soon as the woman reached out, he yanked his hand away. "Oops. Changed my mind. I don't want to get my hands dirty touching you." The old woman lowered her head and remained silent. But they weren't done yet. One of them deliberately knocked over her bag, spilling her groceries onto the pavement. She knelt down, trying to gather her things. But then, a heavy boot stomped on a loaf of bread she had just picked up. "Oh no! Looks like your stale bread's ruined," the man sneered. People nearby saw what was happening, but no one dared to step in. The gang was too intimidating. Then suddenly, a deep voice cut through the laughter. "What do you think you're doing?" The bikers turned around. A tall, well-dressed man stood behind them, his eyes cold and unwavering. One of the bikers smirked. "And who the hell are you? Some wannabe hero?" The man didn't respond. He calmly walked past them, crouched down, and picked up the old woman's groceries. Then, with the utmost respect, he handed them back to her. "I'm sorry you had to deal with idiots like these," he said gently. The gang started to feel uneasy. There was something off about this man, he wasn't afraid of them at all. One biker tried to intimidate him, shoving his shoulder. Big mistake. In an instant, the man grabbed the biker's arm, twisted it behind his back, and held him in place. "Arg! Let go!" the biker screamed in pain. The others froze. They hadn't expected him to be this strong. Before they could react, several black luxury cars pulled up to the curb. Men in suits and dark sunglasses stepped out, walking briskly toward the mysterious man. "Sir, everything is ready," one of them said respectfully. The bikers' faces went pale. Something was definitely wrong. The well-dressed man turned to them and said, "Do you have any idea who you just insulted?" Then, he looked at the old woman beside him and smiled. "This is my grandmother." A wave of panic washed over the gang. Their arrogant smirks vanished instantly. One biker stammered, forcing a nervous laugh. "We were just joking, sir. We didn't mean any harm." But the man's expression remained cold. One of his security guards stepped forward and held up a phone, recording the entire incident. "This footage is going straight to the police. Get ready to face the consequences." The bikers dropped to their knees, begging for mercy. But it was too late. Moments later, the police arrived, arresting them on the spot. As for the man, he gently took his grandmother's arm. "Come on, Grandma. Let's go home. You'll never have to walk alone again." With tears of gratitude, she smiled, and they left together. A few days later, the incident went viral. The entire nation ridiculed the bikers for their disgraceful behavior. Meanwhile, the grandmother now lived happily with her grandson, who turned out to be a powerful and wealthy CEO. Lesson for all of us: respect the elderly. You never know who might be standing behind them.